Come on. Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you episode 2 of the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire MonoBug Egglocke, the first of its kind. Now, we have so much to do today, and I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. I can't even explain how pumped I am. We have 40 eggs, ladies and gentlemen, 40 eggs from you guys from all across the world. Some of them aren't even called egg. They're like named with other names and stuff. You can see like, oh my god, look at this. There's different painted eggs. They're in different Pokeballs. This one's from Germany. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So we're going to kick things off and we're going to switch out one of these Pokemon. We're going to start switching out with Zigzagoon. We're going to randomly number generate and get rid of Zigzagoon. But before we get into that, guys, there's all sorts of cool stuff. If you missed the first episode, the link is in the description. Go watch episode 1. I already did get all the eggs, so I do want to thank you guys for sending your eggs along. That was super marvelous of all of you. And I do apologize if I didn't get a chance to take the egg from you. I know a lot of you guys worked really hard to get me these awesome bug Pokemon eggs. But I only wanted to take 40 because I do want to try to use as many of them as I can and whatever else. Second order of business, question of the day. Someone mentioned to me I should have played as the female character named Bugsy, and I was just curious what your guys' take on that was. Do you ever play as the character in the Pokemon games of the opposite gender? So if you're a guy, do you ever play as a girl? In this case, May. If you're a girl, do you ever play as a guy? And why? Why or why not? I'm curious. There's been times where I've played as a female character in Pokemon games. I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially in X and Y, where I feel like the female clothing choices are a lot better than the male clothing choices. But at the same time, I feel like some people might think that's weird. So I'm curious to see what your opinion is. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into it. So I do have a list of all the Pokemon. You guys can't see it, but I have a list of all the eggs, what their nicknames are supposed to be, and who they're from. And I'm gonna do a random number generator to see what we're gonna switch out the Zigzagoon for, and you're gonna have to just trust me. The first random number we're gonna get is 19. So 6, 12, what is that, 18, and this should be 19, right? So we're like 6, 12, this one's gonna be 18, this should be number 19. So this egg is gonna get swapped out with Zigzagoon, and we're gonna hatch it. That's how we're gonna start. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to go catch the next Pokemon on the route prior to this one. And before we get any further as well, guys, you guys absolutely destroyed the like button on the last episode. If you guys want to do that again on this episode, that'd be marvelous. 1,000 likes would be absolutely fantastic, guys. I would really appreciate the support, and you guys have done amazing so far. So I'm just gonna snag up this Zigzagoon so I can switch it out with another egg, because I did never get an encounter on this route, if you guys remember correctly. So let's just see if a Pokeball will work here, because I shouldn't need my Pokeballs too much anyway. I'm gonna try to catch this, but we do have a topic for today, and I'm gonna try to have a topic for pretty much every episode to kind of go along with whatever else we're talking about. And our topic for today is actually aDrive. Why do you like bug Pokemon so much? And I get that question quite a bit, especially on my live stream and so on and so forth. And I did want to address it because I do think that's a great question, and I think that I can give you guys a good answer and kind of explain why bug Pokemon are my favorite, first of all, and second of all, you know, why I'm doing a bug-only playthrough and all that stuff. But before I jump into that, we're going to grab one more egg here because we do have to switch out this other Zigzagoon that we just caught. We'll see if it's got an item on it or not. It doesn't, so I'm going to switch out this Zigzagoon. We're going to randomly number generate. And, oh, let me actually tell you guys, number 19 came from Phantom Gamer, and the nickname is going to be Redemption. So I'm just going to highlight that on my end here so I know to nickname it Redemption when it happens. And that's actually going to be the egg that's the second one in my party, so I got to remember to do that. But I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess up here. And then we're going to random number generate to figure out what this other Zigzagoon is going to get swapped out for. It is going to be 21. So that's actually going to go to Vito Nosepass. So thank you, Vito, for your egg. And his egg name is going to be Invincibug. So if this is 19, 20, 21, we're going to swap that out for this Zigzagoon. And let's hatch some eggs, man. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully these eggs will hatch relatively quick. We might do a little cut break until the eggs hatch. So let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna cut the video until the eggs hatch, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, it looks like our first egg is hatching right now. It took a few steps, but we're gonna get the first egg to hatch. And I kind of did it poorly because I don't know whose egg is who, but it's gonna be a Scyther! Ooh, a Scyther is gonna be our first Pokemon? Wow, okay, I'll take it. That's pretty awesome. So we're gonna kick off this playthrough with a Scyther, and this nickname is gonna be Redemption. That's pretty epic. We're gonna name this one Redemption as per Phantom Gamer's instructions. He said, name ultimate redemption. And thank you, Luca, for the Scyther, man. I think I spelled everything right. It is a female Scyther. We're gonna take a look at it in just a moment here. Let's see what we're working with here. We got this Scyther, super epic. And what do we got here? It is a neutral nature Technician Scyther with Vacuum Wave, Quick Attack, Leer, and Night Slash. So I think we're gonna be able to put in some work with that. Not bad at all. Let's see what our next Pokemon is. Again, oh, it's right there. I don't even have to cut. We're just gonna hatch it right now. Now this is Vito Nosepass's his Pokemon as well, and I think I actually know what it is. I think I know what it is. He kind of spoiled on Twitter, but it's a Nincada, so I did actually know it was gonna be a Nincada, so the surprise wasn't there in all honesty, but he did instruct me that this is going to be a Shedinja. So I do want to make that clear that this will be a Shedinja once we get to, it's not going to be 2 Pokemon. So he wanted me to name it Invincibug, I believe, Invincibug, and that's how I knew it was going to be a Shedinja. So the name kind of gave it away, but we got Invincibug here, and once it evolves, it'll evolve into both Ninjask and you know, Shedinja, but we're gonna keep it as just a Shedinja. We're not gonna you know, use the other thing. So let's see what we got here. We got Scratch and Harden, and you guys are just dropping the ball with the natures, but that's okay. So we're gonna get that, and then let's switch out Trico for one more bug type. And let's get this hatching out of the way really quick so we could jump right into the episode here. We're gonna randomly number Jade, and I actually got 18 this time, so it's kind of funny that they're all happening around the same time. So this is number 18. I'm gonna swap that out for Trico, and number 18 is actually from Icy Vanillux. This is supposed to be called True Warrior, so thank you, Icy Vanillux. Let's get this thing hatched up, and then we're gonna jump into the episode, because, you know, I gotta get my bug types first before we do anything. So I'm gonna cut until we hatch, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. We're gonna hatch this egg. This is from Icy Vanillux, and it's supposed to be nicknamed True Warrior, which leads me to believe it could be something very, very powerful. So we're gonna find out what it is right now, and it is a Sewaddle. Why is it named True Warrior, Icy? Why is it named True Warrior? So he's gonna send me a Sewaddle. We're gonna nickname it as well, and this is gonna be nicknamed True Warrior. With a space. So that's our 3 Pokemon so far. We got a what's going to be a Shedinja if it ever gets there, and we got True Warrior, the Sewaddle, and a Scyther, of course. So that's our buggy party, kicking things off. We're gonna backtrack actually on the route here in just a moment, because there are some trainers I never faced before, and we're gonna hopefully get Redemption some action here. This one is actually a good nature too with Swarm, Mischievous. So it looks like this one was actually bred. So thanks for that. Hopefully Redemption can actually take out some of these Pokemon, wild Pokemon here. We might have to do a little bit of training, but I'm gonna get into that topic too, because I really wanted to answer that, guys. You know, why bug Pokemon are my favorite types or whatever else. So basically, I've always done bug playthroughs. This is certainly not the first bug playthrough I've done. I've done them of, you know, X and Y, I did them of ORAS, I did a bunch of different bug playthroughs, and why is that? Why does aDrive like doing bug playthroughs? Well, the thing, oh god, that did nothing. The thing about bug playthroughs to me is I just always found them incredibly fun, and I've always wanted to do mono-type runs of different Pokemon games, and basically what happened was I was trying to come up with different mono-type runs to do, and bug type was an easy type to do because there was always, in most of the Pokemon games, there's always bug types that you can get early on in the game. From every game from like Red and Blue to like Black and White to X and Y to ORAS, all that stuff, all those games typically have bug types early in the game, and because of the fact that you're able to get bug types early in the game, it makes it a great type to monotype. Because you gotta remember, I wasn't a YouTuber at the time. I wasn't someone who like played online games or anything like that. I was just trying to play for fun and whatever else, and really that gave me an opportunity to do these monotype bug runs, because if you're trying to monotype a game, if you're trying to like monotype Dragon, you can do it with an Egglocke, but otherwise you're not going to be able to monotype Dragon because you're not going to get any Dragon Pokemon until like way later in the game, right? They don't show up until super later on. So that's why, to me, it made the most sense to do bug types. And I also like them because I found that a lot of people found them to be weaker or not as good or whatever it might be, and I always found them to be super awesome. I really like a lot of the designs. One of my favorite Pokemon I always say is Masquerain. And Masquerain's a Gen 3 Pokemon actually from this game, and Masquerain's one of my favorite Pokemon, and that kind of tied into it as well. The fact that Masquerain is so cool in my opinion, has an awesome design. Pokemon like Butterfree and Beedrill all have really cool designs. I don't have any like special like love for bugs in the real world. Not anything more than most people. I mean, I think bugs are cool. I always went to like, you know, the butterfly tent or whatever when I go to the zoo and that kind of stuff. But nothing too crazy aside from that. But really, that's where it came from. It's just, I always wanted to, I liked putting a self-imposed challenges on myself when I played through Pokemon games. And I can tell you my first ever playthrough of X and Y, my first ever playthrough of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, both of those games, like legit, my first ever playthrough, I did using only bug types. So I am definitely 100% like really into just using bug types. I find it really fun. It is a challenge, and it just makes the game more difficult. It makes the game more fun for me, and I don't know, I really liked it. I always had a good time doing that. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and hopefully that all makes sense and whatever else, and you guys are like, oh, okay, I understand now. So that's why I like bug type. I'm curious if you guys have any specific types that you guys are really into. I'm trying to take advantage of my technician boost right here before I take on any trainers, because I'm not trying to get bodied and lose a Pokemon right away. Might be a little bit annoying for the first, you know, a few minutes here while we try to grind, but I'm curious whether there's any types that you guys are really into that you kind of gravitated to for a similar reason. I also really like ice types and ghost types just because I think they're cool. Pun intended on the ice types. I really liked ice types, and I always wanted to do an ice type mono playthrough of the game, but the game doesn't really lend itself to do that for the fact that you don't really, I don't think there's any Pokemon games, and if there is, it's very few selection where you can actually catch ice types early on in the game, and that was always my issue, right? And that's kind of what I was just hinting at with the bug types, is bug types are always easy to get early on the game in most games. Which kind of lent itself to allow for me to do that. So ice types would be sick. I would love to do like a mono ice playthrough, but I never ever thought to do a MonoBug Egglocke or a mono Egglocke, which is exactly what we're doing here, where we're taking the eggs from you guys and you guys are making sure that they are bug type for me, and then I could just play through the game monotype. So if this series goes well and people continue to support it and stuff, and that's why I say hit that like button, guys, because it really does make a difference. Like, it just lets me know that you guys are digging the video and stuff. So if you haven't done so yet, please do that for me. It just lets me know that you're digging the idea, you're digging the series, all that stuff. But you know, if this series goes well and things are good with that, then I could totally see myself doing like a mono, you know, dragon playthrough. Imagine that, dude, where the eggs you guys send me are like Bagons and Dratinis, or like a mono ice playthrough where you guys are sending me Snowrunts and you know, Spheals and Cloisters or whatever it's called, the Shelders. How sick would that be? That'd be so epic, because then you get to see Pokemon that no one ever uses, and that's kind of the idea, right? We get to see Pokemon that other people aren't using, that you would usually not see in a normal playthrough, because you're pretty restricted in most games, and I kind of want to break that mold, right? So Redemption has been kind of my go-to right now as I try to level up the Pokemon. I want to try to get through this route here. We're going to backtrack in a second. I'm going to heal up, and then I'm going to try to take down some of these trainers now that Redemption's level 4. Because Redemption, Scyther's got really good base stats, and there shouldn't be anything really early on in the game that's going to give me too hard of a time. I'm saying that now. I could regret that in a moment, but yeah, so one thing also I wanted to emphasize, a lot of people ask the question, you know, is this a daily series, whatever. I did bring this up in the last episode, but it is a daily series, guys, 100% daily series. I'm going to be uploading every single day, and I'll probably be uploading around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, that's when the videos are going to be going up. If you have a preferable time that's different than that, I mean, you can always let me know, but I feel like that's pretty fair in terms of time-wise. So let's get True Warriors some action here against this next trainer. I'll probably end up just swapping into Redemption for a little bit, but we got a couple trainers on this route. If you don't remember, we skipped a lot of the trainers on this route on the last episode, just to kind of get so we can get some eggs and start things off. So I know this is kind of a weird transitional episode. I don't really even know if we're going to be able to adventure to the next part yet, just because I want to get my Pokemon kind of leveled up. I don't want to do grinding montages just yet. I kind of want to just do my thing. I don't know if I could take a tackle from a Zigzagoon, can I be honest? So we're just going to switch to Redemption, because I feel like tackle from Zigzagoon will probably kill Seawaddle. So we'll see if Redemption can take a few tackles. If not, we might be in trouble here. We'll see how much this does. Oh no, we can take that, no problem. And I have the priority vacuum wave, which is technician boosted. So even though I'm a physical attacker, this should do a decent amount. That's gonna do almost half, so I think we're gonna be okay here. Scyther is such a good pickup. I do want to thank Redemption for that. That's crazy that we actually ended up random number generating 18, 19, and 21 for the Pokemon. So those guys who traded me at the middle of the egg session, that was pretty epic there. And I can just hit him with a quick attack, and that'll definitely knock out this Zigzagoon. Having the priority on Scyther right off the bat here is not bad at all, not bad at all. But this idea of monotyping playthroughs to me is super epic, and I think it's something that you don't see too much of to begin with. Obviously, I think the monotype is challenging in itself, because you're obviously limiting yourself to one type, let's be honest here. But now that we've come up with this way to get these Pokemon here and play through the game just using one type, that is awesome, that is awesome. And the question of the day, which I actually don't even think I answered on the last episode, I might not have, was what is your favorite bug-type Pokemon? That was what we talked about in the last episode, and you guys came out in the comment section something fierce. And I would have to say my favorite bug-type Pokemon overall, I would say is really, I really like Masquerain. It's always been one of my favorites. Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me! That's a legit random Wurmple! Oh my god! No! No way, dude! No way! I cannot believe... Dude, this is the first time I've ever found a random shiny. First time I've ever found a random shiny, dude. The first time I've ever found just a random shiny in a game. I swear to you. What, dude? Oh my god. I can't believe that. I am speechless right now. I am absolutely mind blown. This is no joke. This is like 100% legit. Oh my god, what? Dude, this is a legit 3DS, I swear. I have no idea how that just happened. I have no idea how that just happened. Oh my god. That is full odds, 1 in 4,096 odds right there, guys. I have no idea how that just happened. I am blown away. I am blown away right now. I just found a purple. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. What is life right now? What is life right now? We just found a shiny... Am I dreaming? Am I on a bug-only playthrough? Not even Dexnab. That wasn't even Dexnab. That was full odds. That's my first ever full odds encounter in 6th gen. I'm speechless right now. Of course I'm gonna catch this freaking thing. First of all, we're gonna break the monotype rules and the egglock rules here for just a moment, because I'm definitely catching this thing. I mentioned actually episode 1 in the rules that if I found a shiny, I was catching it. And if it's a bug type, we're using it, and there it is. Wow, dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, guys. I am absolutely blown away right now. I am blown away right now. I don't want to tackle this thing again because I feel like it's gonna kill it. It's like too close for comfort. I'm gonna try to throw a couple more Pokeballs at it. That's full odds. Full odds, 1 in 4,096 or whatever the odds are. And we just found it on a MonoBug playthrough. If that's not a sign, I don't know what it is. We just caught a shiny Wurmple on this playthrough. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be kidding me. I am on another planet right now, guys. I have no idea what is going on. I don't even know. We just caught a shiny Wurmple. I don't even know. I don't even know. On a MonoBug playthrough. Wow. I'm gonna name it Amethyst. Because that's what we named the original purple Wurmple from ORAS, the first shiny I got in this game. Let me just make sure I'm spelling it right, because I don't even know. Google, you slow. A-M-E-T-H-Y-S-T. That's it, we're gonna name it Amethyst after... Wow, the first ever shiny I got in ORAS was a shiny purple Wurmple I got through the Dexnab. But that wasn't Dexnab, that was legit, like, straight up full odds encounters, I'm pretty sure. We just got a purple Wurmple, are you kidding me? Modest? Rash nature? Are you kidding me? We just, I don't know, guys. I don't even know. This is the like, what, dude? I was just trying to get a Pokeball down here, ran into a random encounter, and we just got a shiny Wurmple. Like, are you kidding me, dude? I need to go heal up. I need to just take a breather. This episode is not gonna be what we're not gonna get very far, because that was insane. I'm gonna break, as I mentioned, the shiny clause is a rule that a lot of Nuzlockers incorporate, but it never gets used because you never find random shinies. It's so rare. Obviously, 1 in 4,096, and that is just a really high odds for full odds shiny hunting. No shiny charm. I don't have the shiny charm, guys. I swear to you. You can even look in my key items. No shiny charm. That is 100. No key items. That is 100% legit shiny Wurmple. I am just on another planet right now. I am on another planet right now. I have no idea. Like, what, dude? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't even know. Wow. If you oh my god, dude. If you haven't hit the like button for that yet, I don't know. You need to hit that like button right now. You need to share this video for me. Let's get this. Oh my god, dude. We just got a shiny Wurmple on our playthrough. No joke. On a bug-only playthrough. That is a shiny purple Wurmple, dude. I just don't even know what to say. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know how to keep this episode rolling. We're gonna try to get through a few more trainers here just to train up our team a little bit. But dude, that is insane. I'm still blown away. A lot of people know me as a shiny hunter, right? And I shiny hunt a lot. But I get shinies when I hunt for shinies, right? I use the Dex Nav, which has increased odds. I use Friend Safari, which also has increased odds. I use Masuda Method, which has increased odds. Different things like that, and I use the Shiny Charm, so that's giving me 300% more times. I've never just played through a game like this and actually found a shiny like that, except one time in Pokemon Black, I caught a shiny Durant, conveniently another bug type. But that is the first time right there that I ever found a shiny full odds without any Shiny Charm, without Dex Nav, without any of that stuff. And you guys got to see it here on a play, like, are you, and it's a bug type, so we're gonna use it on the playthrough. Get out of here with that, dude. That is the most epic moment of my YouTube career. I don't think anything's ever gonna touch that moment. That is just, wow. Just to kind of explain what, like I said, I mean, you guys see me get shinies all the time on stream, and you see the highlights on YouTube, and that's cool, right? And they mean I'm stoked when I get a shiny. But I've never been more stoked than that shiny right there. I've never been more stoked than the shiny we just got. I am blown away right now. I am blown away. Wow. Just wow. I don't even know. I don't even know. We just got a shiny Wurmple, guys, on a playthrough. Full odds, legit on a 3DS cartridge, like no ROM, no adjustment, no hacks, 100% legit. Shiny Wurmple. Get out of here, dude. I am so hyped right now. I am so hyped right now. I don't even know what to say. Your Wurmple's red, mine is purple, dude. You can't even touch this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So one thing we have to address now, because this is a Nuzlocke. It is gonna be a Nuzlocke. But if Amethyst at any point happens to faint, what do we do? Do we just say, I'm not gonna release it. We're gonna put it in a death box, but what do we do? Does Amethyst get a free revive? Does Amethyst have immunity in this playthrough? I have no idea. Does its shininess give it a free revive? That's something we have to discuss, guys. We have to discuss that. Because I never thought that was gonna happen. It's one thing if I got an egg that hatched into a shiny through Masuda Method, but that was legit just a random encounter. That wasn't even an egg. How do you explain that? You don't. It's fate. Wow. I don't even know. Alright, let's clear through the rest of the trainers on this route. I think there's a few. I think I already took him on. There might be one more trainer over here. I think there is. I don't think we took on this kid, so let's take him on really quick. I think we could face you. Oh, I already faced him. Okay, so that's actually the end of... did I face you yet? I don't think you faced him. So that's the end of this route, so we can actually go heal up now and move our way to the next route and actually catch a Pokemon, and we can actually swap it out for an egg. And I did say that the episodes are going to be about 30 minutes long, so we'll try to get through a few more trainers here before, and then we'll probably end close to PetalBurgh Woods or so. But I'm just mesmerized right now. I'm just blown away at what just happened. I don't even know. I can't even discuss anything or just talk about anything for the rest of this episode. It is what it is. Wow. All right, so let's see what we got here. We're gonna grab the first Pokemon we encounter. Actually, you might want to grab some more Pokeballs. How many do I have? I just want to be safe here. We got 4 Pokeballs. I could probably catch Pokemon with 4 Pokeballs, so let's grab one more Pokemon here, and we can swap it out for an egg, and that'll actually give us our 5th member since we just randomly got a Wurmple thrown in there. We're gonna get a Zigzagoon. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna say that the Wurmple was this route's encounter, so I'm not gonna grab another egg. So that way we don't have like too many Pokemon. We're just gonna skip the encounter on this route because we got the Wurmple. I think that's fair, right? That's cool with me. Hopefully you guys don't have any huge objections to that. Let's switch out to Redemption. So we'll just skip the encounter for this route. We'll just keep our party at 4, which is where it would have been if I swapped this for an egg. And we'll just we'll call it a fair trade, although I'll take that. That's not really a fair trade. That to me, that's beyond epic. That is beyond epic. Wow. I just don't even know. I don't even know. But I'm a little worried because some of these Pokemon are actually like kind of putting in the beatdown right now. Gonna hit this thing with a nice little quick attack, take down the Zigzagoon. I want to take down some of these trainers here to wrap up this episode so we can get through this and then head into the PetalBurgh Woods before episode 3. Amethyst growing some levels, wants to pick up Poison Sting. I respect that. I respect that grind. Wow. Wow. Alright, so I believe there's a few trainers on this beach. I don't think she's a trainer, though. You a trainer? I'm not a trainer! Well, thanks for telling me. Alright, this kid is, though. This kid wants to battle. Alright, we're gonna save some of our Pokemon here. We're gonna try to get some action for True Warrior here. And I'm gonna give a berry to this guy here. Because I don't want him to... We're gonna give him an Oran berry. Oh, I just used it. That was an accident. That's okay. We're gonna give him the berry now. Alright, let's take on this next trainer. I don't know what these guys have, but they might have some Wingles and stuff, so I gotta be careful. Alright, what do you got for me, buddy? Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Like, I am just blown away. I'm just incredibly ecstatic right now. Didn't expect that in the slightest. I don't think anyone could have expected that. That is just pure luck. Pure awesomeness and luck. I think Redemption's our homie here. Let's go to Redemption. Redemption's like my go-to right now. It's my big heavy lifter. It's got these giant sights. I'm a pretty good bug catcher for no badges, I would say. He's got Bide. Okay. I see your Bide. I see your Bide. You're gonna just bide it up. We're gonna go for Focus Energy here and let his Bide run out. Because I don't wanna take the Bide damage. We're gonna go for Focus Energy. And I believe he unleashes his power the next turn. So let's go for Night Slash. He unleashes energy. I'm gonna hit this crit Night Slash right now. Yeah, buddy. That's what Focus Energy Night Slash is gonna do. That's such a good, like, combo. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. True Warrior is gonna grow up to level 4, not bad. And he's got a Tailo, which normally would scare me, but I do have priority moves. I also have crit boosted Night Slash right now. Focus Energy boosted Night Slash. And that's not, oh, that is a crit. Wow, so we got a crit on that too. He's gonna hit me with a big peck. Wow. And you guys also, we can also decide, like, at what level we think it's fair if I want to evolve this into a Scissor. Because Scissor would be huge in this playthrough instead of Scyther, just because it eliminates some of our weaknesses. Flying and rock weaknesses. So, we got some options there. We got some options. Billy, you're going down, buddy. I can't run in my sand trousers or something, whatever he said. I have no idea. Is this a trainer too? No. Are you a trainer? Hashtag not a trainer. Alright. There's Mr. Briny. Don't care about him. Are you a trainer? Yeah, I can give you a potion. I feel like I can give you a potion, kid. But if I don't have a potion, I need one in like 20 minutes, dude. You better come running. You better come running with your potion. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, is this a trainer? No. But I do know we have a tough trainer coming up, so we're gonna have to be careful here. Because this guy's got some Zigzagoons. And I'm not messing around with Zigzagoons. I'm not trying to mess around with some Zigzagoons. Some powerful Zigzagoons, too. Not even like some weak ones. We gotta be careful. All right, let's make sure Redemption is fully healed up here. I'm not trying to mess around. Let's get Redemption up to full speed here. And we're gonna take on this Zigzagoon. I'm not messing around, because I know it's tough. I know it's tough. I'm not even gonna swap. We're just gonna... Nuzlocke rules, baby. Let's do it. Alright, this kid, he's got the money, though. This kid, rich boy. Oh, sure. I'll accept your challenge. I have a lot of money. This guy's snooty as ever, dude. Snootiest kid I've ever seen. Rich boy Winston. Your Zigzagoon's about to get the Shrek right now. It's about to get Shrekasaurus Rexed. He's gonna send out a Zigzagoon. I'm gonna send out Redemption, you know. He's level 8, dude. That's why I said I wasn't messing around with this thing. I hit him with the Vacuum Wave. It is priority. It is Technician Boost. That's a 2-hit KO, baby. You're done. Oh, he's got Growl, but... Oh, I'm special. That's special. Doesn't even matter. We're gonna knock this thing out without a problem. That's what I'm talking about. I just didn't want anything else taking a tackle or a headbutt or whatever he's got. Wasn't worth the risk. Wasn't worth the risk. We're gonna take out this Zigzagoon, and that is gonna be that, ladies and gentlemen. This... Wow, dude. This has been an amazing episode of shinerific proportions. I don't even know what to say. We're gonna wrap it up right here, guys, and then head into PetalBurgh Woods for the next episode. I hope you guys did enjoy this. This was a crazy moment for me. I never expected that to happen in the slightest. Please hit that thumbs up button if you did enjoy. Don't forget the question of the day. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Daily, this has been your boy aDrive. Peace.